Greetings, my friends. It's another edition. Yeah. Okay. So, I just gotta have some real talk right now. And I posted something earlier this week on the Facebook and just saying that it's been rough lately. It's been very rough. And I honestly don't feel like I know how to parent my Evangeline. Just because there's so much I'm unsure of and I don't know, and it's just been frustrating lately, and I just feel like at a loss. So, as I thought more about it, I feel like this is a legitimate feeling that we don't talk about enough because we always want to make it seem like we have our crap together. And as you all know, I try to be transparent and open and to really just be honest, not with just other people, but with myself as well. Like, when you're at your end of the rope, you're at the end of your rope. So what are things that you can do to kind of help yourself succeed? Okay, so a lot of people need help succeeding, and I absolutely reject the idea of like, I'm independent, I did it on my own. Like, I know like self-agency is a good thing to have, and self-motivation. Yes, you do amazing things. You as a person do amazing things. I am not questioning that or saying that it's impossible to do amazing things on your own. I'm sure there's situations where that's possible. But for the majority of people, we don't all have it figured out. We don't have everything figured out, and we don't know it all, and we only make it with the help of other people. And by help, I don't mean like, I just mean like any sort of help, like support, advice. I am so lucky to know so many amazing people and have an amazing support system in my life that I can go to for advice and say, I don't know what I'm doing here. Could you please give me some information, or can you give me some advice? I need it. So I think it's really important to be able to admit when we're kind of at the end of our rope, and be able to admit that, you know, we're struggling. So I put this post up stating like, right now, for this child that I love dearly with all my heart, I just don't feel like I know how to successfully parent her. But then I started thinking more, even like my other kids, I don't know that I know how to successfully parent them, because my middle she is a lot of work. My middle babe, she is into everything and curious, and she's so smart and curious, but she's into everything. And I don't know how people with so many kids do. If you have a lot of kids, like I have 3, and I'm just like, I don't know how people with more than 3 do it. I don't know how to do it with 3, basically. Like, I don't know how to keep these people all safe and make sure that Cadence hasn't locked herself in the refrigerator trying to get a block of cheese, because that is a very real possibility of things that could happen to my child in her life. She could be locked in a refrigerator eating a piece of cheese and not be able to get out. I could see that happening. So, and I meant to say block, like she gets a big block of cheese and she just starts eating it. It's crazy. It's not crazy. She's hungry. She wants some cheese. She loves cheese. I'm hungry and I love cheese. I really want to make a grilled cheese sandwich now. Anyways, so parenting, it's hard. And I love that saying, like, yeah, I knew how to be a really good parent before I had kids. which I think is true. Like, I don't think you can adequately know the situation until you're in it. Sorry, there's so many potholes on this road. I'm trying not to run into them, but woo, Toledo! Fill your potholes. So I don't think you can like really know a lot of things until you're in the situation. And I always appreciate people's views. Like, it's good to have an outside looking in. But yeah, like, I had very strong ideas about the way I would parent prior to having children. And now that I have children, I feel like those ideas, they're still there. And I genuinely want to follow a certain, idea when raising children, like yelling. I don't want to be a yeller, and if you yell, that's your thing. But I don't want to be a yeller, but I have become a yeller. I am basically Old Yeller without the rabies, and it's funny. And yeah, so I guess this is not so much more like my traditional vlogs. Maybe it is because I'm just like driving and rambling, so I guess it's traditional in that way. But to say, I think it's okay to not have everything figured out, and I think it's okay to try and do things a certain way. But I guess I have more of like a question, like, how the heck do you do that? So to my gentle parents out there who aren't so much into like, physical discipline. Like, I would like to avoid that in my life. That is part of what I would like to do. I would like to not spank. And if you're rolling your eyes at me, that's fine. I don't care. So I don't want this like physical punishment thing going on. I want to be able to do a more constructive way of, dealing with my child and her wanting to shove her fist in her brother's mouth. I don't know why she wants to do that. It's so weird. So just like, how do you maintain that set of ideals and also be flexible and realize things don't go as planned, and then allow people to help you along the way? There's just so much. Like, parenting, man, is so hard, and I don't think that people fully understand how hard it is before you actually have children. And then I'm like, kind of like, why did I want children? No, I'm not like that. I knew from a young age that I wanted children, and if you did not, then your life will be better for it. Not better. Oh my God. I am the worst parent right now because I don't know how to parent, you guys. I don't know. So this week's vlog is a lot of crazy talk because I'm just in a weird place in life and I'm feeling a little frustrated. But as I said before, I'm very grateful for my support system, and I think things are gonna get better. But it's just been a really overwhelming week, and everyone's been sick, and kids have been sick, the husband's sick. I'm currently driving home early from work because the husband's sick. So it's just one of those weeks, you guys, where you have to question and reevaluate and figure out what the heck you're doing. But on a positive note, and I know I was like, don't try and make everything so positive all the time. It can suck. So I'm not like saying this week hasn't been trying or anything like that. But I will say, I do appreciate weeks like this, because then this week has been like below, like there's, your average, like you're maintaining. And so then you have like these good weeks, and then you have like these weeks that are way below your maintaining level. I feel like this has been a week that's been below a maintaining level. So, don't take for granted those weeks where like maybe things didn't go great, but they didn't go terrible. But always strive for better, friends. Always strive for better. That's my motto. This is possibly the worst vlog that's ever existed. I suddenly realized why I don't have a ton of followers, but anyways. So again, I posed the question, have you guys ever felt like this, that you just don't know what the heck you're doing? And if you want to give me some advice or some feedback, I would greatly appreciate that. And I remember, I'm just going to keep talking for a second. I remember thinking when I was little, like, looking at my parents who were the age I am now and thinking they just know it all. They're so smart. And I would like my children to think that I know what I'm doing for like at least a couple years of their lives before they realize that I'm just not a together person. Do you ever wonder that? Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, are my kids just gonna be like, oh my god, my mother never knows what she's doing? Like as teenagers, I can envision this right now happening. So I would like just like a good couple years of them being like, my mama is the smartest person in the world and I love her so much. Just give me a couple years of that, okay? This is like one thing I want out of life. Is for them to think that way about me for just 1 or 2 years of their life. And then the harsh reality that we're all just beings on a little dot floating about in the universe and we're not sure ever what to do. That realization can come in time. That's fine. It's fine. But for now, I wanna pretend that I know what I'm doing. But I don't. So help me out, peeps. Give me some loving. Give me some comments. Feel free to comment. If you comment, then I get to do 2 vlogs a week. Yay for me. And I get to respond to those comments. So that's it. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I am looking forward to the weekend. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you all next week. Bye.